And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Jordan Poole is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Thunder, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. Well, GA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
New Orleans moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Poole fires away from outside. And he misses his first shot of the game. Dort against Poole. Dort kicks to Holmgren. Outside, SGA. Pulls up. Picked his pocket. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Murray saw an opening to the rim, and he turned on the Jets.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Now here's SGA. Trying to get open is Hartenstein. And that one's good, SGA.
Yeah, the defense was getting physical, but Shea was able to maintain his balance and convert that.
Williamson against Holmgren. Williamson left side. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Now that's got to excite Holmgren's fans. If he keeps improving his handles, watch out.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Now here's Holmgren. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
The Thunder leading by 4. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. We talked about the problems that Zion Williamson can give a team inside. And Coach said it's not about the shots that Zion makes, it's about the shots his teammates miss. We have to make sure that we body up Zion and not let him convert misses into makes. Might be hard finding volunteers willing to body up Zion. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Holmgren. Buries it down low. 6 points for Chet Holmgren.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. Number 1, the Thunder.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dort passes to Hartenstein. Here is Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Buries the long-range jumper.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
There's the pick. Inside. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Williams attacking. Again, the Thunder score.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Steps back. Again, New Orleans turns it over.
And here's a look at some numbers for Williamson. Great showing for him last season. Last year, averaging 24 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
Holmgren finds Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Dort. That's good, and SGA with the assist. SGA's got 3 assists now in this one. And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Take a look at the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's coming off an excellent season, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Now here's Murray. Last game he had 10 points. Holmgren against Williamson. Murray outside. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
And for all the talk, Tim, about Lou Dort's defense, how about his growth as a shooter?
Well, I think he understood to get more minutes, he had to be more consistent as a shooter. The defense has always been there, but the steady improvement has come with his three-point shooting, which makes him now an elite 3-and-D wing.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort passes to Holmgren, and he banks in the layup. Holmgren's got 8 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Now here's Murray. Over SGA, and the Pelicans miss again.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Hartenstein inside. He's covered by Murray. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Connects from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Now here's Williamson. Scoreless thus far. Now Murray looking to end the run, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
The first one falls. Well, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Well, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
And so Murray nails both of them. And one of those high-variance teams, at times the Pelicans seem like a factor, but other times they falter. How do you evaluate them?
Yeah, they certainly have some top-tier talent at the top of the roster, but they've had a very difficult time staying healthy, and ultimately that always interrupts your momentum.
It sure does. Williams with the block.
Well, Williams is one of those guys that nobody wants to see in their face. He is a determined defender.
The 3 from Poole. And the Pelicans miss again. Oklahoma City leading by 23. Dort kicks to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. And it's Williamson with the rebound. New Orleans with the ball. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And this is where Williamson is unstoppable from close range.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
They move the ball well, and let's face it, they've got plenty of pure shooters on that roster.
Group in here for the Thunder. Wiggins is checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Jalen Williams. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Cason Wallace in for SGA. The Pelicans also changing it up. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Jordan Poole. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Murray. Wallace finds Caruso. Williamson against Wiggins. Clock at 6. Wallace with a screen for Caruso. Over Williamson. Caruso, no good.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Williamson left side. Jones, no one around him. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
Holmgren with a screen on Jones. Holmgren the pass to Wallace. Back to Holmgren. Good on the three-point shot. Holmgren's got 13.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
Shoots it up. Thunder with the rebound. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, guys. Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own. Guys, back to you.
Locking in. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. There's a screen. Jones for three. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Joe passes to Caruso. Now Holmgren. Back to Caruso. And the Thunder another three.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And they get it, driving to the basket.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Here's Caruso. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
And that one misses. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Williams, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
The shot by Hawkins, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Here's Alvarado. Still yet to score. Here's Bay. Sinks the triple.
And how about the aggressiveness by Bay, taking the contact and able to score through it.
The Pelicans shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
At the line for the Pelicans, Sadiq Bey.
What's up?
That free throw good from Bay.
You gotta like how ready Bay always seems to be, prepared to seize the moment whenever his number's called.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Thunder. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
So for New Orleans right now, Jose Alvarado is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Saddiq Bey. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's Matkovic in at the 5 spot. Now here's Caruso. Takes the 3, cranes it from beyond the arc. Caruso's got 6.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
First team foul.
Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
Now here's Williams. Baseline try. That's good from Wallace on the assist from Williams.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Bey. Three-pointer. Rebound by Williams.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Wallace. Off target from outside. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Bey. Outside, Jones. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Caruso looking for an opening. Williams sets a screen for Wallace. Again, Wallace missing. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Clippers in L.A. Jones for 3. Rebound by Wallace.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Here's Caruso. The Thunder with another miss. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Pass to Bey. And the Pelicans miss again. Oklahoma City has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Williams kicks to Caruso. Good on the triple. Caruso's got 9 points.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. And the Thunder making a change here. Zhang's checked in. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Please take your attention courtside. It's the Storm Chasers.
Greenwich Williams comes in for Jang, and Gilgeous-Alexander is sub in for Aaron Wiggins. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Wallace dishes to Williams. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
Now here's Murray. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray, good. Murray's got 6.
And getting the shot he wanted. Murray loves it from in close.
Wallace with a screen on Murray. Puts up a 3. Wallace misses.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Murray outside. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Wow, Murray right there just was not going to be denied, showing you that functional strength.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Count that one. 11 points in the game.
That's a high percentage look for SGA.
Pass to Williamson. In the corner, Murray with it. Poole outside. New Orleans moving it around. 5 to shoot. Murray for 3. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Williams. Great showing for him last season. Put up about 21 points a game, 5 assists and 5 rebounds. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
And that's such a valuable tool for this team. His defense can really shift the momentum.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Poole the pass to Murray. Pass to Jones. It's Williamson, top of the key. Lets it go from 11. Again, the miss by Murray.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low. He can handle the basketball, shoots the 3, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Over Murray. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. New Orleans has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly.
Well, you can really count on Murray to share the ball.
And so here is Oklahoma City following the score by New Orleans. Poole against Dort, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Thunder. Trey Murphy's checked in for New Orleans. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Williamson kicks to Murray. Six on the shot clock. Goes up on the high post. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Well, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You've called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before, for sure.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
The wide open look here for Caruso. The three-pointer no good. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Pelicans. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Looking to end his cold spell, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander on the money from 12 feet away. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17.
And forget the analytics. I'll take SGA from mid-range any day of the week.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Outside, Dort. Hartenstein up top. Dort with a screen for Caruso. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Messi finds Murray. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 10 points for him.
And no amount of presence inside will dissuade Murray. He loves to attack the rim.
Back to Hartenstein, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. There's the pick. Williamson double team. Pass to Murray. The three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, thanks. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 19. Tipped away and stolen by Murray. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That is timing on the part of SGA, protecting that paint.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Williamson double team. Murray for three. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Dort to screen on Poole. Wallace, good. Wallace has got 8 points. 5 seconds left in the first half. Williamson from long range.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
You know, for New Orleans, they've played below average basketball coming out the gates. They were hoping for more. They were talking a good game in the preseason, but they have not backed it up. Like you never back anything up, Ernie.
Taking a closer look at that first half now, you really got to give it up for what Chet Holmgren is doing out there.
What impressed me about Holmgren is not just the length and skill, it's the toughness. Stronger than he looks.
Hey, he might be one of the skinniest guys in the league, but he's got that dog in him.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And it's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
Oklahoma City's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half.
I mean, sneaky when he moves around the floor. Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
Pass to Messi. Shot clock at 6. Poole on the wing. Defended by Dort.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Williams. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Tim, was not an elite prospect.
One shot.
Well, most stars in this league were blue chip recruits coming out of high school. But Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
And that one falls for Williams. Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do. Here's Williamson after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A shot by Williams, no good.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Pass to Nisi. Williamson outside. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Outside for Murray. From deep three-point land. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
SGA surveying the defense. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Here's Hartenstein. Pass to SGA. Lays it up off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Murray. Banked in off the glass.
Wow, Murray so quick on his feet and confident with the ball.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Murray scanning the floor. Count it. Murray's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, DeJounte Murray is a different type of guard. He would much prefer taking it to the hoop rather than taking long-distance jumpers.
Now, here's Holmgren. 21 points in the game. Basket counts. Holmgren's got 23.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Williamson kicks to Poole. Murray outside. Again, the miss by Murray. Thunder have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. And the shot is good. SGA's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He is dialed in right now. Perfect from the field this quarter.
The Pelicans have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. On the wing, Murray. SGA defending. poked loose. Outside Williams. Holmgren the pass to Dort. Back to Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists in the game. New Orleans has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. To the paint, Williamson finds Messi. And Messi throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Holmgren. He's got 26. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Pelicans pull it in. Messi's got his 5th rebound in this one. Williamson outside. Poole outside. There's the screen. A three-pointer off the mark. The Thunder shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Hartenstein with the screen on Murray. SGA passes to Hartenstein. Makes it off the glass.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Poole looking it over. No good on the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror. What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Unloads from 13. Off the left rim and out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Holmgren.
And, you know, since getting drafted back in 2016, Murray has really worked hard to improve his free throw percentage.
And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
And look at how aggressive they were defensively, forcing mistakes and turning those mistakes into points.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Poole against Caruso. It's Poole with the drive. Now here's Caruso. He's got 9. Basket good. Sorber's got his first bucket in this one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Poole against Wallace. Poole kicks to Jones. New Orleans moving it around. Lets it go from the wing. The Thunder pull it in.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Pass to Sorber. Wallace looking for an opening. Sorber with the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And so Poole will bring it up for New Orleans. And here is Murray. Back to Poole. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
Well, that's a great find by Poole. He did not force the issue in the two-man game.
Oklahoma City shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good, Caruso.
This is what makes guarding Shea so hard. He reads the defense, and he knows when to kick it out for a three.
Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
Now, here's SGA. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lets it go. Poole, no good.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. SGA's got 13 points here in the second half alone. The Pelicans shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Murray outside. To end the run. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in just a minute. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Herbert Jones is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Saddiq Bey. Then there's Williamson. And it's Matkovic in at the center, filling out the middle.
And I love how assertive Bey is offensively. Solid at catching the defender there off guard.
Here's Wallace. Bey pulls it in. Bey's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Here's Wallace following the score by New Orleans. And they call an illegal screen here. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that matchup against the Grizzlies, it's one that I'm excited for. A couple of teams that play exciting basketball meeting up early in the season.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Zhang's checked in. Pass to Bey. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Wiggins has got his fourth rebound in this one. Wallace outside. Down low. And Wiggins throws it down.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Matkovic, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Wallace outside. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now. especially on the interior.
Pass to Matkovic. Here's Alvarado. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Bay. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Bay's got 6 in the quarter.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Wiggins kicks to Wallace. Connects from three-point range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And that one is good.
Man, that is a clever move from Williamson, showing you his agility.
Caruso sets the screen for Wallace. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Joe. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. Joe's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Takes a three. Hey, gets the bucket.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
And here is Caruso. On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Jang. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Last season for the Pelicans, Tim, one to forget. Absolutely decimated by injuries.
Well, unfortunately, that's been the norm for Zion Williamson. But the extent of it throughout the roster was mind-boggling. They're trying to reset, and they're hoping things go differently this season.
That free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. GA, the Pelicans reshaping this roster, but plenty of long-term Pels still in the lineup.
Kevin, continuity matters. They've got talent, chemistry, and have weathered the storms together. Now, can they make some real headway?
Here's Williamson. From past the arc, and another 3 for New Orleans.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Here's Wallace. Shoots from 14. It's blocked. Murray outside. Pass to Misi. Williamson looking it over. Plays it up off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And he lobs it up and finished off by Jang.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Pass to Misi. Now here's Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw missing. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years, but nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Now here's Wallace. Lets it go with the three. They get it back. Sorber with the bucket.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
New Orleans has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Williamson in the post. He's against Wiggins. Lets the three fly. And Messi throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
And the Thunder with the possession here, following the score by New Orleans. Sorber with the bucket. Sorber's got 4 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Now here's Williamson. And stolen by Wallace. Here's the break. Pass to Caruso. And stolen by Murray. On the wing, Murray. This seems to be an era, Tim, of parity in the NBA, but some say there has been a lack of rivalries as well, kind of the culprit.
Well, I think it's tough to have rivalries as often now because you need some sort of a history in the postseason, and I just don't think we've had it. Kevin, also, I think it's because some of the stars have changed teams as frequently as they have, makes those rivalries less likely.
Can you think of the last real rivalry we've had in the postseason, even going to the finals?
I think it has to be Steph's Golden State Warriors and LeBron's Cleveland Cavaliers, 4 straight finals appearances.
And here is Caruso. After DeJounte Murray was able to get the triple. Wiggins finds Caruso. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And that's his second 3 of the half and his 5th overall, really lighting it up.
Murray outside. Fires the 3. Caruso grabs the miss. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Caruso, a screen on Murray. Pass to Caruso. And the Thunder, another 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is. I promise you that.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Now here's Williamson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Murray's got 13 points in the second half.
And that is a shot that Murray continues to work on. Great to see him come back with the revenge 3 right there.
Here's Wiggins. And the shot goes in. Wiggins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Thunder.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he was all over the place out there, creating turnovers. Quick hands, quick feet, nothing was getting past him.
We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
So it's the Thunder now, following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray. From 12 feet out, and the shot is long. And here's New Orleans now. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Messi finds Williamson. Now Murray. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, no one would call Murray a lethal three-point shooter, but he does just enough to keep you honest defensively.
Here's Topic. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
Shai, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Ah, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll do it, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.